All right, we're going to move into the next phase now, which is we've had our opportunity, we've got the lead, we've gone through the opportunity, created a rough quote. The sales manager's closed the deal. Now we've got a customer ready to go. So what we want to do is move to the next stage and start firming up, what it's going to cost to deliver this kitchen for Roger Howard, me. Um, so basically, this is a more structured approach to getting what is it actually going to cost to actually produce and deliver this kitchen, because it is a job or a project, meaning there's more to it than just manufacturing and building a kitchen, because you've got to obviously deliver it, install it, that sort of thing. You've got to work out the bill of materials based on the design, work through the design with the customer, that sort of thing. That all takes time and effort and money to do, and you want to understand what that cost, because you need to know if, was this a good job, was it profitable or not. Also, you want to just check that quote, make sure that rough quote is within range. If it's not, then obviously with changes that have happened with the design, etc., that's something that customer understands. The sales order out there and the down payment. So this we're going to touch on this in the next few videos, but we're just going to walk through. Okay, you've heard the great news from the sales team. We've got another job on. We've got a new customer, Roger Harwood. He wants a new kitchen. All right, so let's dive in and see how we can start setting that up. All right, so we'll come here once again. I've come in as a different role, project manager. So this could be this is all that I'm just care about jobs, because I'm project manager. Are we getting kitchens out the door? What's that pipeline look like? That sort of thing. So what's it going to cost us? Who are the resources that we need to make sure are available when and that sort of thing. So I'll go across the top. It's got any invoices we got as part of jobs. I'll view a purchase orders or purchase invoices, because I want to make sure that the materials I need are available for my project. So it's just a view, but there's a manufacturing manager view which schedules in the manufacturing, which we'll touch on a bit later. But this is all about jobs. So, project manager, I've got a job, I've got a schedule, I've got make sure we can deliver when we expected with the resources that we have, that sort of thing. So, you'll see it's just across the top. It's all about project management. Some reporting as well about job analysis, jobs per customer, all those things. You can manage timesheets and closing a job and WIP and all that. So we'll touch on that a bit later. But all we're touching on for this video is I've got a new job coming, new customer. So let's check that out. So new job, great days. Do I want to create one? Sure do. So let's have a look. Here's the following fields for the new job. Here's our new Roger Howard kitchen, uh, new residential, whatever you want to call it. Full kitchen. You can put anything you want to there. Obviously the customer details. Yeah, Roger Howard, there I am. Okay, go next. Now we've done this before, right? So we want to leverage, a kitchen job. So I've just created a template here. There's a couple I've been playing around with, but I've done it before. I want to take all the tasks from the job. So you can take just some of the tasks from the job. That'll make sense soon. All right, so I want to deliver this thing in. Let's say I want to start it in February. I reckon realistically, because I know what we've got on, we can deliver this job by the 15th. So let's say a couple of weeks. All right, so we'll hit OK there. The job was successfully copied. Let's finish. And here's the job. All right, here's where I can start, looking what a kitchen job should look like. So you'll see here, I've set up the new job with, it's taken the template where initial quote phase, initial consult, check measure and all that sort of thing. It could be let's get the design, let's get the formal quote out there, that sort of thing. Plan and schedule. the production, manufacture the kitchen, get some money in for a milestone payment, deliver, install, QA, and final invoice. So this is just a rough idea. All this is very configurable, but this will give you an idea. All right, so now you can start assigning people. So you want someone an initial consult to get out there and check measure. The more, the more, yeah, the more detailed one. So we normally send Bob out there. We reckon it's going to take Bob 4 hours to do that. He's going to start on the first. Once you've got all the drawings and the measurements, you can get Jane Doe. She's our designer. I reckon she's going to take a day to get that design done. She's pretty good at what she does. And then to get the quote out, let's go. We've got I've got Bob here, but you can just change the resource. It's just a template of who we normally use. But let's get Troy out there actually. I know he likes to do, check the quotes and all that, make sure it's good. We reckon, a bit of QA, check the quote and all that. It's going to take 2 hours. Yep, and then you can just basically, when you get to the stage, you can send an invoice for an item. So let's just say we want a billable. So we want to bill for Roger's Kitchen. I've done I've done a few, as you can see. But yeah, here's one I've made recently. But you get the idea. There'll be different people, different kitchens. However you code that, there's only one kitchen there. But when the time comes, I can create a sales invoice and then start getting some money for that. All right, so as you can see here, I'm getting a bit of a total about what it's going to cost. So basically, we want to plan and schedule the production. Someone's got to do that. Who do we normally get to do it? It's copied from the template. Oh, no one's come across. Let's say it's we've got Jason Day. He's our guy. He's going to spend about an hour planning this. Manufacturing the kitchen. So let's go here. So we obviously need to build something. Whoops. So we're going to do Roger's Kitchen. That's the one I created earlier. We're building one of them. And obviously it's adding in all the costs. So you're getting an idea of what your cost is going to be and what you're going to bill. So I think you can see where we're going with that. And obviously we're going to send another milestone payment if we want, or we'll just track this invoice. All right, to deliver this, like this person, they're ages away, but we're going to get Frankie to do it. He's a normal delivery. You can change this any time, but this is just what this does is it feeds onto a timesheets for these people. But we reckon it's going to take him a day to get out there and deliver that one. And obviously, this is just an example. You'd be more efficient with your delivery, I'm sure. So this one here, this is an install. So I'm going to send the install team out. So it could be many people as well. I'm just using one, but let's say, they do. They'll do. And they're going to spend half a day installing this thing, two of them. But you can see where this is going. It builds up a view. So you can see here, a bit of QA. Who does our QA? He's going to go out there and make sure it's all good. Send old Bob. Bob loves it. He's going to spend 2 hours doing QA. So there you go. So you're starting to get an idea. You budget. Okay, so this costs us 20 grand. That's still pretty good. But we need to make sure those actuals are bang on. So this is basically the job setup. Pretty happy with this. So what we can do is we can add more tasks, but we can basically do a job quote now, which is a more firmer quote. And obviously it comes in that, and here's your job quote that you're given. And say this is still 20,000. We're still happy with that. Or if you need to adjust, anything, you can. So if you want to charge them more or whatever, we can do that. But that's the quote. So it's got a running total here, 20,000. But this is just the setup stage to get things going. So I'll touch on timesheets. So what does that? What does this all mean? So what this means is, you know, if we go into timesheets, so we can create timesheets from jobs, if you will. So each month or each week you may create a timesheet. So this is already created for. I've already done it, but you can create timesheets weekly, monthly. But as the new jobs come on, the guys will get access. The guys will get access to line items. So I'll just go into this end, but which is important to a project manager. But all these people have timesheets. So basically, you know, John Doe, he's oh yeah, he's doing this kitchen. He can save what task, or obviously we can load up the timesheet as well. Let me go prepare. So I can create. Oh yeah, there's nothing for that week, but depending on the week when they're allocated, their timesheet will have it, or they can go direct in there. So John Doe, let's say he got involved in some design. All right, so he logs. He was real busy with design for whatever reason. You can track time, and that's across everyone. So where this comes in handy is when you want to track the actual what it actually costs. Um, Yeah, so but you got to wait for timesheets to get in people logging, and then we calculate some WIP methods. But we'll go through that in another demo. But you get the idea. This is what it's like to set up a project. You get a nice costing here, like that. You make sure it's all good, and now you got a job quote which you can send off. And then if they're happy with the job quote, then you can send out your sales order, but we'll touch on them the next stages in the upcoming videos.